Hi, this is Tewksbary with the AP Athletic Development. Tonight we're going to take a look at two clips from Justin Morneau of the Minnesota Twins. Two different plays first baseman makes when throwing to second base. So for these demonstrations, I'll do some towards the camera, but I'm going to assume home plate is this way, second base is that way. The two clips that we're going to look at, the first one is a ball that Morneau's playing deep. He's going to field the ball to the side, turn, and make it throw a second. The second one is he'll be up on the grass, kind of coming off the bag with the runner on first, and the ball is placed in front of him. So this is going to discuss what we started talking about last night with the transferring of the back of the throw. So when we make a throw, we have to get back so that we can throw the ball with weight shift. When we field the ground ball, we're setting up our throw, so we have to establish getting back when we field the ball. So to get into this first one, as the ball is approaching Morneau, he's deep off the bat. First base would be in that general area. Throw has to be made this way. So as he's receiving the ball, he gets himself set up sideways so that he's receiving the ball with this weight shift that we've talked about. Weight shift to where back is. He does a pick and replace with the left foot replaced by the right foot. We call it pick and replace. We do it on backhands, or when we want to stop momentum, we get back on the left foot on our backhand. The right foot will replace the left foot and will be in a position to drive towards our target where we're throwing the ball. So Morneau, as he's fielding the ball, he's shifting subtly. It's very subtle when you look at the video, but he's getting set up, he's shifting. The back point of his throw in space is here. I was trying to explain this to kids today. It's like you transfer back from your left leg to your right leg. It's kind of a hard concept to understand. I don't expect everybody to get it the first time, but when you feel it, you really get a grasp of what it feels like, what it means when it says that you transfer back. We'll get this ball going here, we'll just throw it off the wall. So as the ball's coming, he's shifting back to create the back point of his throw. Again, even though it's on the left side of his body, that is the point where he's going to be throwing from, in space. So he's got to get back, switch his feet, and make his throw to second base. Something that we looked at with one of my players today was a college player who fielded the ball out in front and kind of came up instead of shifting, instead of getting to a good point. So he was kind of coming up, spun. The issue with this is the pivot point, the point of being back in the throw was not established before he received the ball. He's moving before he has the ball, so he's spinning and the arm's coming out late, and he's trying to make a throw. It ended up tailing a little bit. It wasn't crisp. It wasn't clean. There's a lot of chance, or a lot of potential for error in the transfer of the ball. So when Morneau does this, as he's moving, again, make sure I'm in the film, as he's moving away, that pivot point allows him to have time, as much time as he needs, because he's going to be back. There's no rush. He's establishing back when he transfers the ball, not as he's trying to throw. He doesn't have to transfer the ball while he's trying to throw. There's no rush element to it. So he's establishing the pivot point, transferring the ball, so the ball is in his throwing hand before he tries to start. And that's kind of the whole key of this, is we're trying to control the baseball. We talk about it all the time, how we receive the ball in the glove, catching with two hands, where we're catching it, and how we're controlling it with our hand inside the glove. We need to get the ball in our throwing hand. It's just like playing catch, just with the ball on the ground. So we can't catch the ball and throw it back to somebody unless it's in our hand. If we try to do something too quick, that's when errors happen, that's when we rush, that's when we bobble. We'll go through this again. So as we're moving away from the ball, we're moving into our left leg, and that's our pivot point. We've got all the time we need, because as we're swishing our feet, we transfer the ball. There's no trying to receive the ball as we're already spinning. There's no need to do that. Our wrote about Longoria that it looks controlled, it looks slow, but at the same time it's quick. When you have proper mechanics, it's efficient. You move under control, and you can speed up the control. You can't. It's not a rush. It's the difference between being quick and rushing. So again, as this ball's coming, we're shifting into back. This is where I'm throwing from. This point in space right here is where I'm throwing from. I moved a little bit too much. I have a back point that's moving, and I have to kind of circle around. If I start to spin too early, I'm going to have to be really good with my transfer, because I gotta get the ball in my hand and start my throw. My shoulders are rotating, and my whole body's spinning, and that's not what we want to do. When you teach this, when you have kids do this, most of them will kind of get set up. They'll get here, they'll kind of feel the ball. Maybe they start going back. Maybe they step forward. The key here is to really allow them to move into their front leg, while understanding that that's back. One more time. So we're moving into the side, transfer. All the time we need to transfer the ball and make a clean throw. The next play that he is, this is when he's on the bag, holding the rubber on, it kind of hops off, and the ball's played to the front of him. I'm going to back up just so there's more space. When we're moving forward, he's still getting turned, but when we're moving forward, we don't want to be shifting back. We're already moving in this direction. We're already going forward. So we're going to shift to the front foot. We're shifting to the back foot just like we shifted to the front foot over here. But now we're already on this side, and all we need to do is a simple hop turn to create the direction we need. So when this ball's coming, kind of steps up, shifts to the right side now. He's not shifting here, we're shifting to this front side. Again, I have all the time I need to transfer this ball when I hop turn, and I'm all set up and ready to go. Again, kind of moving forward, transfer, hop turn, and go. It doesn't need to be rushed. When kids rush, it's usually because they're trying to do too much, they're trying to be too quick, they're not establishing the proper feel. I can do this pretty quick. I can get moving and still have everything I need on this ball without being in a rushed position. It's not like I'm coming up, I'm not moving forward before I have this ball. I want to get the ball first, especially in practice. Shift, get the ball, and I'm in a position where I'm under my throw, I'm behind my throw. I can be very steady with my throw in that direction. And I didn't play first base. This is just stuff that when you play, I played shortstop, so I had to be very aware of my body. And I wasn't the best athlete, so I had to make up for it with my weight shift, controlling my body, doing things right. So to go to first base and do something like this is nothing. First baseman, they're going to have a bigger glove, that's an issue. Got to control the ball. But this is something that first baseman should be doing. Shouldn't be trying to spin before they have the ball. They shouldn't be, what are some other things they do? It's really just they're trying to move before they have the ball. We have to get this ball into our hand. As we shift, we're getting the ball into our hand as early as possible. And once we turn, we can start this throw because we already have it in our hand. So again, I'm just going to recap. The first play, moving away into the front foot. That's our new back. Moving away, establish the pivot point. We've got back and we're ready to throw. And the other one where he's moving up, shifting to the right side, hop, turn, make a throw. It gives yourself an opportunity to be in a good position to make a steady throw and be consistent when you're on the field. So, thank you very much for your time, and can't wait to make another video. Thank you.